washer goes on there. That's to keep a little space between the handle and the thread. And then start it with this, and then finish tightening it up. Now we've got to lean this thing all the way over so we can get our Chinese cardboard out of there. All the way over. Spin this thing back over. Be sure to lock it down. Well, according to this is the push stick brackets. I guess that's where you hang the push stick. Well, mine are already on there, so we don't have to worry about that, so we move on. Okay, now we come over here to the let's see, installing and changing the blade. Well, that's just tough. We'll do that here in a minute. It just takes a couple of wrenches. Hopefully the wrenches are included. Sometimes they send them and sometimes they don't. Okay, now we're going to do adjusting riveting knife, whatever the heck that is. Oh, I see. This is that back part that comes up behind the blade. This thing's real handy when you're cutting really long stuff, because it keeps it from binding up the blade as you're pushing something through there. It's really handy. So we're going to put that on. Matter of fact, I think this one's already on. Yes, this one's already on there, so all we got to do is just loosen that turn nut. Oh boy, howdy. Golly, time for a wrench. Well, what do you know about that? It's a cam adjustment. So you loosen that up, push that up all the way, or however high you want it. Lock that thing down and make sure it is good and tight. Just watch out for this blade. That does have some sharp teeth on there. Sure as heck don't want to slip. Adjusting the riveting knife. That's this part here. Okay, we've got it run all the way up. And here it's showing where it's coming up above the blade. That's what we're fixing to see now. Now we're going to turn it over, put our anti-kickback devices on there. Our anti-kickback paws. You can't use this thing on everything. Holding this lever down. Keep holding this lever down until you get this pushed back in place. See, it's apart now, but you got to make sure that it goes all the way over, and then you let this go, and that holds that in place. Okay, that way when something's going through there, it don't kick back on you. Wow. Okay. Take this pin goes that way first. The round part goes toward the table, and then your push pin will lock it into the front one. And we're locked in. So when it really comes all down to it, I really don't need any of these wrenches. All we needed is a Phillips screwdriver. But it's always best to keep a pair of channel locks, Husky. Blade changing wrenches. Don't lose either one of these. Both of these are very important. Alright, we'll get ready to fire this thing up. These 4 feet go on the bottom of the saw in case they go in here as they mount onto a table, or if you just want to set it on top of a piece of plywood or something. Stick a screw or a bolt in there. That's what these are for. Kind of cuts down, kind of softens some of the vibration. Let's check it out. One thing you always want to do before you fire this thing up is to make sure the blade's tight. One there. There's your 2 wrenches. And just, yep, it's tight. So we're ready to turn this thing on. Also, don't stand in front of the table saw when you turn it on for the first time. You never know what part might fly out of there. And whenever you change the blade on this thing, always make sure it is unplugged. Alright, Harbor Freight 10-inch table saw, ready to go. Well, we cut some board. That's all that matters.